Hi guys, Burnt Out Culture here. Just wanted to have a chat basically about get people's thoughts on where they can see the collection's going over time. Now, what I've realised recently, when I talked about before, where you have this collecting burnout and what have you, where you can fall out with collecting. I think as time goes on, I'm becoming more and more drawn to and spending more time playing out and out retro, and less time on certainly collecting and playing current gen. I mean, at the moment, I must have, no exaggeration here as well, I've probably got at least 10 PS4 games still sealed in packet. Now that's not particularly collecting just for the sake of having the games. I bought those games with all intentions of playing. It's more a case of not wanting to play them almost. I don't know, it's a difficult one. I feel as time goes on, I'm just becoming less and less interested in playing PS4. Certainly current. I mean, I'll still touch on the PS3. I'll still spend a little time with that. But PS4 is it's strange. I'm just losing interest. I mean, I've always been a PlayStation collector right from the. I've owned one Xbox, the original, but it was only for a short space of time. But I've always been predominantly PlayStation right from the off. And at the launch of the PS4, I was excited as anyone. It were amazing, you know, and I thought, this is it. This is, you know, 100% sort of all for current gen at the time. But I've just sort of had a change of heart, and I don't know if it's to do with getting older and sort of losing interest that way. It's to do with a lot of things. A lot of the games I can't sort of portion all that time to play a lot of these massive AAA titles, and there's almost an element now of, it almost seems like a churn of these games coming out, and then I don't know, they just don't seem that appeal anymore for me with current gen stuff. It's like take the Switch. When the Switch came out, I thought, brilliant, gonna have to get one of these. Looks absolutely, and it does look fantastic, and there's a lot of really good games sort of coming, you know, out and certainly coming out in 2018. So the future does look bright for that, and I think it will become an iconic format, like a lot of other Nintendo handhelds have. But I sort of like said to myself, you won't play it, don't bother, you're just not going to get around to playing it. And I just sort of like shelved the idea. And it's strange. I'm just sort of like thinking, does anyone else feel like this, whereby they're losing interest in current gen stuff and sort of, you know, sort of spending more time on the retro scene. Certainly people around my, you know, late 30s, early 40s. You see, I made a decision this week, which was almost quite liberating in a way, that I've sort of like come to the conclusion I won't be buying a PS5 when that's released. It's sort of, I've come to the end of the road, I think, now with where I am. I'm just going to enjoy what I've got, sort of immerse myself more in the retro side of things. And concentrate on that. Like I say, I've gone back to Atari ST 16-bit, Still playing a lot of specky stuff, Spectrum. Thinking about maybe acquiring a Commodore 64. But I mean, I'm not about to get rid of my PS4. But I just think as time goes on, I'll become less and less interested in collecting for it. And it'll probably just get pushed into the background, I think. I mean, I don't know if there's an element like my dad always says, as you get older, there comes a point in your life where technology overtakes you, and the interest and your ability to understand and to fully appreciate new technological advances. There has to become a point in everyone's life where it does get literally overtake your ability, and I think, I'm not saying I'm at that point yet. I can still understand and pick up a lot of new modern technology, but I don't know if this is just the very sort of beginning stages of that. But I'm just thinking about leaving it where it is. Is it 7th generation? That I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Just leaving it at that stage, and letting the youth pick up all the next gen. Because no doubt it'll be a big step up again. But yeah, I just think enough's enough. You see, there even like I was going to pick up the 3D headset, PSVR, but again, even with that, I just think, where does it end? And no doubt, as these new generation stuff comes out, the expense goes up, and you'll always get the people that have to have the latest, the latest release, like the Xbox Scorpio. There's obviously people that have the Xbox One X, and then they get the Scorpio as well, and you just think, no, like I say, enough's enough. I'm happy with where I've got to, and I'm thinking about just consolidating and concentrating, certainly on the retro 8-bit, 16-bit. Still collect for me my all-time favourite PS2 and PS1, but that's where I'm up to. I just wonder, is the other people out there going through similar sort of thoughts, or are they happy just to continue onwards? Maybe you are. Maybe it's just me that feels like this. But yeah, it's just some thoughts that had crept in recently. Don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of really good PS4 titles that I am eager to get stuck into eventually. Just when that will happen. I think at the moment it's been possibly 5-6 weeks since I've even switched it on. So that in itself, to me, says something. It says that the interest has slipped away. I'm looking at new projects. You've always got to have new ideas and new sort of goals and directions, don't you? But something I'm certainly looking into is maybe getting into the PCB repairs, picking that up again. I'm always very interested in circuitry and tinkering and maybe start picking things up that are for whatever reason not working, and just you know, challenge myself on repairing a lot of this old circuit boards. You know, from sort of 8-bit, 16-bit era. I mean, modern PCB boards now, it's, forget it, you know, some componentry, but a lot of the old stuff's quite easy to work on. So I'm really excited about getting back into that. God knows where it's going to happen, because it's not going to be able to do that sort of stuff in the box room. But I'll put my mind to work and see if I can. Maybe, I don't know, maybe look at modifying the garage, putting a bench in and getting some, you know, like a workshop set up on the go, that sort of thing. But yeah, so I mean that's basically it. It's not, hopefully I haven't come across as a rant. It's not that I'm not turning me back on collecting. It's just, I think I've drawn a line under where we are in terms of modern gaming and current gen. I think I've reached my level, and let's face it, I've still so much to collect for anyway. I think if I live to 45 years old, I'll never collect things, you know, get the things what I want anyway with the formats I am collecting for. So there's plenty to go at. So yeah, please leave a few comments and see. I'm probably really badly wrong on this. Probably people just turn around and say, "Well, no, you know, it's only going to get better and better and better, and you've got to keep going forwards and don't stick in the past." But it's just me. In a way, I hope that I am the very small minority that's thinking like this. But I'm just interested to know whether it is an age-related thing, or whether it's just, you know, a quirk of my personality or whatever. I don't know. Interesting to know. So yeah, let us know, guys. See what your thoughts are on it, and just drop a comment or two. Really appreciate that. Right, guys, I'll sign off. I'm going to do another small video, hopefully tomorrow or Friday. It's just a very small overview of my current ZX Spectrum collection, which is at the moment is tiny. I've scaled it down and built it up, and scaled it down and built it up more times than I care to remember, to be honest. But at the moment it's very tiny. It's just the games that I always said I'd play over and over, which I kept. But I'm probably going to look at expanding it once more. But I'll just go through some of the classic titles that are retained, well, classic titles for me that are retained, and see if you agree. But like I say, I'll may upload that tomorrow or Friday. So right, guys, thanks for listening. I'll see you soon.